here, one of the top players in the state, not just the state, but in the country, Mr. Chad Willis. So, Chad, let's reflect on what was an outstanding season over at Orchard Lake, man. A lot went down, offers, but team success, first of all. Let's just talk about the big year over at Orchard Lake, man. Just reflect on it for me. What was it like for you?
Well, what we did, we worked. Our off season, our in season, we did everything. Like from our captains showing up to be captains, not quitting on the team, to us just all being focused. Like we stayed focused the whole year. From us going 3-6 the first year to us winning state championship, we stayed focused.
Yeah, so, obviously this was a goal that was a long time in the making. But, you guys had obviously a great coach who saw it from the beginning. You guys had to grind to get there. Once you finally made it to the mountaintop, man, the feeling, what did it feel like?
It was great. I was really ecstatic, It didn't feel real at first. As soon as I got on that bus ride, it hit me. I'm like, we really stayed champions. Like, we did it.
Yeah. So now, obviously, there was a lot of attention on you well before even the season began. A lot of people saying you were one of the top players in the state. Did you feel that attention on you once you actually hit the field during the season? Did you feel like it was a bullseye on you, like people knew who you were?
Nah, I don't really focus on that. When I'm in the game, I got tunnel vision. I'm trying to beat the man in front of me.
Mm-hmm. So now, obviously, you can do it at receiver, but then obviously you're doing it at safety as well. So now, as you've gotten into recruiting, I've started to hear a lot of focus on you on both sides of the ball. Are you kind of hearing that from schools as well? Are schools kind of talking to you about defense now too?
Yes, I actually, Ohio State, they trying to get me at receiver and safety, and Michigan State, I talked to them. I talked to their defensive coordinator, safeties coach, also their wide receivers coach. So, yeah, I think schools are really trying to get me on both sides.
Gotcha. All right, so I haven't had an opportunity to talk to you since you picked up your Michigan offer. So let's reflect upon that. When that went down, were you expecting it, or did it come out of the blue? What was that experience when that all went down?
Nah, I was really expecting it, because I talked to Coach Bellamy a lot. Like, went down to camp, spring games, all that. I just talked to him a lot. So when I got that invite, I was like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm about to get it. And then I went into a room with him, just talking to me, trying to give me that home feeling. And then he offered me, and I was real ecstatic, there with my mom. It was real fun.
Got you. All right, so now I know when I talked to you last summer, you said you kind of grew up in a house where, Michigan was like, I think you said it was your dad's.
Yeah, my dad, real big Michigan fan.
Yeah, was a big Michigan fan. So, I mean, did it kind of hit you that way, or had you kind of put that whole thing to the side growing up in a house where it was like that?
Put that to the side, It wasn't, yeah, I put it to the side.
I got you. All right, so what about your dad? When he heard about it, did it excite him, or did he put it to the side?
Happy. He was happy for me.
I got you.
Telling me that my work is paying off and just keep grinding.
I got you. All right, so man, as you have kind of gotten into the recruiting with Michigan, are they talking to you purely about receiver, or are they talking to you about defense as well?
Well, I really haven't talked to the defensive coordinator, but I was at a camp and I did receiver and safety, and I think the safeties coach saw me and he talked to me after. He was like, real good safety, and I ended up winning defensive MVP that camp. So I think so.
So as you you're still growing, Chad. You're still getting bigger. Are you kind of feeling like you're liking one side of the ball more than the other? Is you still leaving it to your body to determine what you're going to be? How are you kind of feeling about it all?
Well, right now I'm open-minded. I play both sides of the ball. I'm trying to be a dog.
I hear that. So break down your game for people who haven't seen you do what you do. Give us a scouting report. Tell them break down your game if they were coming to see you play.
Come see me play. You're gonna see a lot of amazing plays. You're gonna see jump balls. You're gonna see catching in zones. And then you're gonna see me breaking tackles. Just scoring, trying to get to the end zone as much as possible.
Is there a player in college or the pros that people compare you to, or that you try to emulate?
I try to emulate Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr.
Okay, all right. People kind of see you as more of a big body kind of receiver that is going kind of moss dudes.
Yeah.
But you kind of compared yourself to like some more shiftier guys and like a Malik Neighbor. So you can say you can do both.
Yeah, I can really maneuver because I know I'm big and all, but I can really get in the cuts, getting in the breaks real low. I can really do everything.
So what about on the defensive side? Who would you compare yourself to?
don't know.
You haven't got that far yet. All right. So now, you offers wise, how many offers are you up to?
I have 15 right now.
15. And as far as visits, you know, you taking some spring visits so far. What other spring visits do you think you have in store?
I don't really have those. I haven't really sat down and wrote those down, but I will be doing that really soon. But I know we are going on the bus tour, like, I think this week. Going like LSU, Alabama, Tennessee, schools like that.
So let's look off into the distance, man. You got a long way to go in your. You could have a long way to go in your recruitment if you want to. When you look off into the distance and you get ready to make a decision, when you do that, what are going to be the big factors in that choice when you make it?
Academics. That's the most important thing. Academics. Is it like I look at the school's overall the team's overall GPA, how much time they put into studying, and what they preach to their players about the academics. Mm-hmm. 'Cause that's key.
Do you look at style of offense, like how many times they throw it?
I would like to go to a school that throws the ball a lot.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, what about this? Because I was just talking to CJ. He said, "Man, I'm looking at NIL. I'm looking at all, track record for that. I mean, are you paying attention to all of that too?"
No, I haven't really got into that yet.
Okay. All right. Now, defense, man. Are you talking to schools that are going to give you the opportunity to play both? I know that's one of the things he said. I want a school that's telling me I'm going to have the opportunity to play both ways. Are you going to be talking to schools about that?
I will, but no schools has talked to me about that yet. But I will mention that to when I do meet with coaches.
Okay, and so what about timeline? Are you going to be waiting till your senior year to make a decision, you think, or are you going to want to be trying to get it out of the way sooner than that?
I don't really know about that yet. I don't know.
Okay, so you're just going to play it by ear.
Yeah.
All right, so now your circle. When you get ready to make that decision, are you going to be one of those guys that takes some input and then, is you making the decision yourself, or is it going to be one of those things where you just sit down with the people in your circle and you guys make the decision together? How is that going to go?
I'm going to sit down with the people in my circle. I'm going to listen to them, have them put their input in, and I'm going to sit down with myself and evaluate the schools that I pick, and then I'm just going to go from there.
I got you, man. So what does the rest of the off season look like for you?
Speed and agility workouts, weight room, recovery, and just get my body ready.
Got you. All right, man. Well, Chad, obviously things are going well for you. Congratulations on a championship season. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, man.